What is up? 1 second here. Let me get you guys all lined up. Get me nice and right. Okay. Today might be the day that the chair gets me. Alright. Quick info from you guys. If you don't know about Bitcoin, we had talked about price action on Bitcoin a couple of times, okay? The 93,000 level. You hold the 93,000 level, 94,000 level, you hold that, okay, boom, we're good to go higher. We don't hold that level, you go lower. How lower? You break the 93,000 floor, 94,000 floor, you're going to 76 to 72,000 range, okay? 76 to 72,000 range, you're now at 68,000. 68, 72 is basically the same thing. Where you're at, you're on the 200 moving average, okay? You're right there on that line. What does it mean for anybody? Here's the thing. I don't care what it could mean for you, and the reason is because I'm not your financial advisor. Nothing I tell you here is an indication for you to buy or sell anything. All this is an indication of, it's basically a documentation of my own trading journey, okay? Now, with that being said, what I'm doing, okay, and what I think, okay, and just like I've been trying to tell people for a very long time, is that the price action that you see in crypto and Bitcoin, especially at this point, those moves, how fast they happen, when they happen. One, this is crypto. This is what happens here. Okay, 40% move in crypto. I'm sorry, like that's not that bad. There's a people like if you've been here for a minute, you'll be in things that'll be up, down 80%, and you're down for a minute. You're down 80% for like a year. You know, 40% correction when you're up 160,000%. Right now, when you just came back and retested. Now you break this level, okay, then we could talk. But like again, all I'm gonna say is basically what I did was remember the call options that we were talking about before. We have Hershey's, right? 210, 210, 201 call. Hershey's at $234 as of right now. They came out with their earnings. They like their earnings. All of a sudden, they said they're looking. They just said they're going to make a whole bunch of money, man. So the stock went up 10%. That option was looking fantastic. Okay, Coca-Cola. Talked about that one on this channel for a very long time. You can go back and you can go back and check it for yourself. And look at some of these things on here. Coca-Cola was a $72 call, and for the longest times, it couldn't get itself back up to a level that that was basically for that option to be making money. So for basically, I want to say 8 months, just holding Coca-Cola calls while it's doing its thing. The entire time I'm telling people, like, this is what I would add, this is what I would not add. Again, this is not what you should do, this is what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what I did. Okay, and the reasoning is because I saw it based off its chart pattern. I thought investing into American companies right now because of Trump and everything that he wants to do, I thought it was a great idea. It turns out that it is a fantastic idea. Okay, Coca-Cola is trading at $79. It's at an all-time high. It hit. It's running, and everybody keeps saying we don't know why. How is it running like this? This is crazy. How is Coca-Cola up $3, $4 in a week? That's a lot for that kind of company. Those options are up. Both of those options are up at least 200%. Okay, 200 to 300%. Now you start going down to four we're already up. Whoa, it was a $2 stock. That's $15. Okay, options are already up in there. Levi went up, came back down. It's chilling at a retest. Levi at all the ones right now. If you wanted to scoop one, I would scoop Levi. I would scoop forward. That's me personally. That's what I would do. I've been thinking about scooping Levi, but what I did was went and scooped Bitcoin. Bitcoin at $60,000, $62,000 for me. I think that's a great idea. Okay. And I don't want to be sarcastic about it, but I want to tell you something. The price action, basically, when you look at Bitcoin on your phone, you're like, oh, it says $60,000. And then you look back in, it says down 5%. And, you check back in later and it says Bitcoin's at 20,000. Okay. When you go and you look at your phone, you see the price action. That is not from regular people like me or you that are holding that hold it and have a thesis of, at one point this is going to be worth 3-4 times more money than it is currently worth right now, right? Those aren't those people that are selling that. Who's selling it, and there's proof. All you have to do is go look. There's receipts on there. If you really want to find out why is this dropping, you can literally figure it out. Okay, that's why this stuff is not right. You can figure it out, but it's exchanges. Exchanges have been dropping thousands and thousands and thousands of bitcoins while they're hitting you with whatever rumors that they want to use. Sorry, I keep getting messages. Yeah, but either way, listen, that's not my number one coin. Y'all know that XRP is where I. That's my number one coin. That's the one I like. However, Bitcoin diversification is real. I like different things. You know what I'm saying? I like stuff. And when I saw Bitcoin at 50, 60,000, I was like, I like that price. Because to me, this is what I would do. I would scoop up a decent amount, right? The price goes up. Let's say it's trading at 750,000. Yeah, whatever. It's trading at 750,000, right, per coin. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna sell that? No. I'll probably take it to a bank. I'll probably get it to where I'll always take out a loan on that, okay, and just use that money. I know it's gonna gain an interest, and just do that. Just created a whole new stream of income right there because of that opportunity. Okay, that's how I see these things. Don't ask me why is the market down. Don't ask me why is something down. Okay, ask me what do you think about if I bought this? What do you think about this price? What do you think about buying this? Okay, the type of people and anybody could be around. I'm cool with that. But like my mentality is like glass half full, glass half empty. Um, it's just a glass and water at this point. Like I don't believe in either of those two things, but I do believe that there's water in the glass. If that makes any sense, it probably doesn't. Either way, buy Bitcoin. Cashed out on the Hershey's options. Okay, cashed out on Hershey's options, capped it out on the Coca-Cola options. O Realty. I left O Realty. And by the way, O Realty's up too. That was at 59, 58 bucks, and we scooped that up. Expiration contract was until March 20th of this year, 2026. Had it for about 3, 4 months. The price now $63.83. I had a down day, so I sold that. Coca-Cola is the only one I haven't sold yet, and I'm waiting on Coca-Cola to have a down day, any red day, and then that's when I go sell that option. So this is what I did. Hershey options 210, sold those, picked up 320s or 380s. Hold on. I pay like 190 bucks a piece for each one of those new options. And do you think that listen, the chart pattern, the same one that I saw when I saw it going up, and I was like, I don't know why. Yeah, it's about halfway or all the way filled up from where I thought it was gonna go. That got filled. Okay, that's the chart pattern. So now this next move, um, the whole chart pattern is gonna probably be a cup and handle. But I've been doing this for a minute, so I can see them like before and while they're getting set up. So it's gonna go up to make the cup. It's gonna trickle down a little bit, right, and then it's gonna start to come back up. So right now, okay, we're at this part. So the trickle down part, the down day. That's why I said on Coca-Cola, I'm selling those on the down day. That's why, okay. Selling them, buying the new options positions to take me further out to play out the whole pattern formation, right? It'll go back up. Boom, cool. Now I got the extra cash. Cool. And what I do with that extra cash, what all those other hedge fund guys and MicroStrategies and institutions and banks, all those people who are not panicking and selling their Bitcoin, they went out and bought more. Okay. So that's what I did, along with XRP as well. Okay. Coca-Cola, I have to tell you what I'll do when I see it. Oh, Realty, I did sell. Coca-Cola is the one I didn't sell. I don't know if I said it, iterated that, or if I said that backwards. I don't think I entered O Realty again. The only one I entered for sure was the one I said Hershey's, about 380s. Was that the only one? Okay, I have to check and get back to you guys next week. I'll look at it. But either way, I used some of that money, went over there, scooped up some more Bitcoin, some more XRP. Everything is looking good on that end. What I would tell you is, again, you're watching for those bills, okay? They're having meetings in the White House about yields, okay? I don't know what you all think or know. Sorry, that was my alarm. But what you're seeing right now is banks. You're seeing banks fight the new banks, okay? You don't see it because you probably not thinking about it like that, but your own money, a lot of people don't have money invested. A lot of people work and have their money in their bank account, and that is perfectly fine, okay? And they believe that that savings account is law, okay? If you told them that, hey, your savings account, you're getting paid less than 1% there. We'll pay you 5. They're gonna come, okay? So their percentage is called that yield on stablecoin. That is basically the same. That is basically the same thing, okay? That's what the whole fight is about. The banks don't want them to be able to offer clients or customers yield, because if they could, I mean, imagine what would happen. Why would I keep my money at J.P. Morgan or Bank of America? I don't like them anyway. A lot of people don't even like these banks. They hate these guys, right? And then I got a new, fresh, better option. I'm outie. That's where I'm going. Okay, that's what the big deal is. So, and then also you're looking at one thing. Look at what they're doing. All these crypto, all these companies, all these banks, all these like NBA and everything. Everybody keeps iterating what we're gonna do with digital assets, tokenization of things. That language is only accelerating. Okay, so why in the world would this stuff fall out if all of this that does it make sense? Okay, it doesn't, right? So there's something missing. And the missing part that you don't see is them just messing with the price and messing with your head. That's why that's why people say you invest with money you're not afraid to lose. So the emotion is out of it. But if you take the emotion out of almost everything in general, you would, okay, either way. Now you get what you need. Big J out of here. I will try to be more consistent, but right now, I'm like I told you, if there's nothing here, I'm not gonna be here. But it's looking like we got something, and like I said, I made some big moves on the portfolio, so I thought, why not? We will revisit this Bitcoin purchase. It's going to be one of the best purchases, I think. Kodak. Kodak, if you know that, Kodak looks really good. I actually scooped up $10 calls, 2027 expiration. All right, deuces. Be easy.